I haven't picked up my acoustic in a while, and I picked it up the other night, and I just started crying. And I was sitting on my couch, I was like, this is the best. It's just the best, like just losing yourself in this like portal to another world, and I feel everybody deserves to have that.
What's up, y'all? I'm Kelly Clarkson.
Hey, it's Dave McRae.
Hey, I'm Josh from the band Need to Breathe.
I'm Olivia Lunny.
We are so excited to welcome to the Kelly Alexander Show, Akon. Hi.
What up, Kels?
Hey, I'm Judy Gold.
And I'm hanging out with the Kelly Alexander Show.
This is Jordan, and I'm hanging out on the Kelly Alexander Show.
I'm Rob, and I'm hanging out on the Kelly Alexander Show.
I'm hanging out with the Kelly Alexander Show right now.
Jealous?
We are super excited to welcome back to the Kelly Alexander Show, Lights.
It's gonna be back. We were just talking about how it's been 7 years since we last chatted.
Yeah.
It's too long.
Yeah, I know, it's too long and you look the same though, which is great.
Yeah,
So
you know what, actually I feel like we're all aging backwards, right? It's like music keeps us young, these industries keep us young.
Exactly. So now let's start with A6EXTENDED.
Yeah.
How did you know that did you know when you put out the original album, A6, that you were gonna have an extended? Was that already in your brain?
No. I mean, like, because I produced all of A6 myself, I have just all the sessions on my computer, and it was like so fun touring on it and working the record because it felt it's the most close to me that I've ever felt with music. Because I produced it, because I worked on it so intimately, like, I think people don't understand that last like 15% of producing is actually just minutia, and that's maybe the hardest percentage, where you just listen to every like riser, every cymbal, every breath, and you're really honing in on all those details. So I just felt so intimately attached to the project, and then taking it live was so much fun. And I think deep down I knew I wanted to pull out some of those old sessions and just go, what else can I do here? I want to make more. I want to keep going. I want to keep sharing what A6 has to offer, because it's like feels like the most me era in like a really long time. It's not just one facet, it's kind of all encompassing. So I went back through my whips, my like works in progress, and just kind of listened down to like what I had that wasn't quite done yet, that just didn't quite get done in time for the record, or maybe I couldn't quite decide what to do with it. Like there was a couple of songs that were close but not there, and I just didn't know what decisions to make. And now that I understand the project deeper, I was able to just finish them. And normally I'll do like an acoustic follow-up. Which might still happen, but here I was like, there's still more of A6 to give. So I finished off a few more projects, actually 8. So there's 8 new songs.
Nice.
And it just feels like an extension of the record. Like it's not B-sides, it's just more.
And let's talk about you writing and producing all of it. Like, did you know going into A6 that was how you were gonna roll?
Yeah, I think I went in like, I'm ready for this.
Okay.
I have a side project that I've been, it's sort of like instrumental mid-tempo bass. And I've been finalizing from top to bottom and delivering these songs for the first time. I think there was a sort of fear in me from before where I've never done it, so how could I have permission to complete it? And then when I did it with the low stakes side project and saw that it was possible and that I know how to complete a project from top to bottom and deliver, I was like empowered to do that for the Lights stuff. And I just was like, F it, let's go, let's try this. Nobody's looking over my shoulder. I can try weird things, I can yell in the background, I can do the unorthodox production tricks and no one's gonna tell me I'm wrong. And it proved to be really fun.
That's awesome. Can you talk to us a little bit about producing it by yourself? Because like I think I saw you in another interview where you talked about you didn't have to just be in a dark studio.
Yeah.
Like you could be in different places. So like, were you recording in the woods? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well that's such a great, like, one of my favorite places to record is in a home.
Okay.
With windows and like experiencing the air of wherever you're at. So, and I was inspired a lot on this record by like German darkwave, listening to that a lot. So I went to Berlin and finished the record. I spent 2 weeks in Berlin at an Airbnb. It's not even a studio. People were like, oh, what studio did you work at in Berlin? I was like, an Airbnb. And I like borrowed speakers from some friends of mine who have a studio out there, got a little setup going, and just worked on the music every day. And I would record the air, and I would record the cars, or I would record the rain, and lay those into the bed tracks as like almost like an environmental anchor, just so it could draw together the whole experience. And it's like 1 or 2% more than you think is there, and you don't know why you're connecting with it. But it really made everything like gel together.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, most of it was on my couch. Some of it was done in LA. where we tracked drums and some guitar and bass stuff with my band. Other than that, the rest of it was in Berlin. So it's kind of cool. You can do whatever you want, especially if it's all in your laptop.
Yeah.
I'm just on the plane working on it. Like I have videos like passing Mount Baker and then panning over to like working on the tracks. Like there is no rules. When you're doing things yourself, nobody can tell you you're doing it the wrong way.
That's awesome. And like when you were over there, because obviously you have German ancestry, so like do you feel like being in the homeland added just a bunch of extra octane to what you were doing?
I mean, I'd like to think so. I don't know how much all of that's just up here, I think. A lot of my family's in Austria as well. And I had my cousin sing on it because there's some German parts. So there's ways that it fused itself into it. But I think for the most part, I love German music. And I'm like maybe superstitious about that's where it's made, so let's go see if we can harness some of that, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a bonus that I have like family there, but
that's awesome. Can we talk a little bit about you deciding to record a verse in German, which is awesome. So like, how was it to even mentally get your mind around trying to write verses in a language that I know you know better now, but I think you said you were trying to learn at one point too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it helped listening to a lot of German music and like picking up on how things are delivered melodically. And kind of how simply you can go with stuff, because you can get complex with German lyrics, but there's also some artists I listen to that have really simple lyrics that I'm like, I can write that with my bare minimum knowledge of speaking German. So I kind of worked a verse together and pieced it together based on what German I know. And I can speak, I'm like a B1 level German speaker, like I can get around.
Okay.
And then when I went to Austria or Germany, my cousin came and one of her friends who actually works on like a multilingual app. So she's really good at translation and all these things. And I showed them the verse I was working on and they're like, you know, move these things around, tweak this here. You can remove that last syllable. People don't say it like that. And there you go. So they kind of helped me workshop it into like a much more natural tone.
Yep.
And then my cousin helped me with pronunciation. I have a video of it. I mean, we just did gang vocals on it, drinking wine and celebrating. And it just was a really easy process. I was a little nervous to share with them my German lyrics, but it's what we call Denglish, which is like has a bit of German in it. So it's like, warum ist die Welt so eine Bitch? Like I threw like some English words in there to.
Yeah. Like franglais here.
Is that what did you call it?
Franglais.
Really?
Yeah, French and English.
I like that.
Hope you're enjoying our interview with JUNO Award-winning recording artist Lights, such a talented Canadian artist and so many fans right around the world. Please make sure to like and subscribe and tell your family and friends all about the Kelly Alexander Show.
So is it important for you, for your daughter Rocket, to like have some attachment to Germany also? And like, do you want her to learn German?
I don't really care. Like she can learn it if she wants. My dad never really pushed it on me. My Oma took me up there as a kid to kind of see where I came from, but no one ever really pushed anything on me. So I wasn't interested until more recently. And I'm like, oh, I actually like German music. Oh, there's actually parts of the culture that I really love. You have to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
Rocket's into learning Japanese, and she's into anime and manga and all this stuff. So I'm like, this is what you want to be interested in, and that's cool. And that will shift and change over time. But I think if you push, I'm actually, the only thing I'm trying to maybe push on her right now is like to learn to play guitar.
Yeah.
I got this new little guitar, and it was such an impactful upbringing for me to hear my dad playing. It helped me feel safe. It gave me stability. It helped me understand music is a power. And I kind of want her to feel that same stability. And she doesn't know how to play any instruments, but I started at 11 and she's 11. So I'm like, play that E minor, let's hear it, you know. And I think she's starting to really like connect with the power of at least just playing. Like I haven't picked up my acoustic in a while, and I picked it up the other night, and I just started crying. And I was sitting on my couch, I was like, this is the best. It's just the best, like just losing yourself in this like portal to another world. And I feel everybody deserves to have that.
That's cool. And I wanted to ask you too, like with regards to you saying like with this project, you're able to do it from A to Z by yourself. Was it also important for you as a mom to know like you could show Rocket like, I can do this, women can do this. It's not just a male dominated industry, even though I know she's young, but.
I think that's fully subconscious at this point because I haven't told her otherwise. And I don't think she knows any different.
Okay.
So she doesn't, we do have those conversations because those limitations do exist still in a lot of industries and even in music. But what she sees is me producing, me touring, me making all this stuff. And her dad also tours but he doesn't produce or play instruments. So as far as she's concerned, it's more of a women thing.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's what you see and what you know, and
Yeah.
and she's only going to know that.
That's awesome. Now, education, I love the music video for it.
Yeah, it's
And
much fun with that one.
You look like you have so much fun. So tell us about it, why you decided to put video to that one, and like what it was like, because I know you directed it, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, I
awesome.
direct them all
You're like
now.
Mariah Carey and Taylor Swift now. Good.
Quadruple threat
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly.
I can't dance though. Still working on that one. It was that one was the one that was so close to being done before A6, but I didn't quite get the like verses right. So that one didn't make it just because of that. So it felt so close to A6 and so aligned with the spirit of like the dark wave sort of new wave energy that I was like, this is gonna be a good first B-side to put out, and it's kind of tongue-in-cheek and fun. So I just wanted to do a kind of an on-the-nose video of being like a weird teacher trying to like dazzle the class, but the class is just me. I really like having like my friends in the videos too, and having friends come and help out. So I'm like, I have shots for you guys and some granola bars. So do you guys want to come and put on cute outfits and dance? I had just been watching a lot of like Wes Anderson movies, so it was kind of influenced by the pacing and the tonality of like a Wes Anderson movie, like Watch World, Tenenbaums, and like, taking notes at how I could implement some of those ideas into this video. And with the color treatment and the kind of goofiness of it, it's like millennial core, but yeah.
And you edited it too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And like, you know, you and I have known each other for a long time, and I've always felt that you were very like DIY, even when you were much younger. And so now the way that technology is, you can do all this stuff by yourself, whereas before you might have needed the record label to get you the video set and all that stuff. How has that made Lights feel, knowing that all the tools are available for you?
Amazing, because I'm kind of a control freak, so it's really helpful. It's a lot more work for me, but it's such a non-diluted vision then, because there has been times in the past where you get an idea and you really can't explain it in the terms. I don't know the words. I remember even early on when I was in sessions, like recording sessions, I didn't know it's like not being able to speak a language, couldn't communicate my ideas, and then it doesn't quite come out the way you want, but it's somebody else's vision too, and that's okay. And I love collaboration and those kind of things. But sometimes when you have an idea and then you have the actual skill set to pull it off, it's just seamless. Like, I used to be terrified of getting edits back because I was never the one who did them. I was never the one who shot them. I didn't know what the footage looked like. And then I'd hate them. And then I would spend days trying to get the edits right. Whereas now I'm not scared of first edits anymore because the first edit is the last edit. It's the one I made. And I'm happy with it.
That's awesome. Well, I think this is amazing for you because I feel like you as a person, this is just amazing. And so let's talk a little bit, because you said the word collaboration. You have collaborated with somebody who I love, which is Felix Cartel.
Yes.
And you've done it like several times now.
Yeah.
We still play the song on our station.
Yes.
But you have the new one on his new album, My Sabotage.
Yeah.
So why do you keep going back to Felix?
Oh, this is a cute question. He's just a good friend. And we have a similar like outlook on the industry and on DIY. He's super DIY as well. And we just like, if he's like pissed about something or needing a sounding board, he'll call me. We'll call each other. Just like we're just really good. We're really good friends. Like as close as you can get to a best friend who's like gets it. And I was actually with him a couple nights ago. He did a live stream for iSabotage, and we were just chilling in the background. And yeah, like he puts as much time into his project as I do, and that's, I'm not gonna say rare, but I think we spend all our time thinking about how to do it and do it our way and do it right. So we have a lot in common there. And he's a hard worker, man. He works, he's always creating. Yeah. And people like that are easy to work with because there's no like ego involved or like expectation. It's just like, hey, let's just try some stuff.
And how do you still feel about the song Love Me? Because it still gets love, even though it's been several years since the song's been out.
I love that song. I actually so deeply love that song. It's so fun. I still play it live.
Great. Okay.
He plays it live. Sometimes he's done 700 different versions of it at this point, but we've done every version of collaborative performance possible between our two shows. Like
awesome.
We just have fun with it. It's actually such a good example of it's so unserious. Like it doesn't matter what you do, just have fun. Try something new. Try this edit, and I'll come sing on this part, and then pitch it down, or like maybe we'll add bass, or somebody will come out and throw bass down. Like, and it's kind of sloppy, but it doesn't matter. Like it's music, and we're having fun with it.
Awesome. Is there another Canadian artist that like you would hear on Top 40 Radio that you'd love to collaborate with? Like I don't know, like a Sean Desmond, Alessia Cara?
Oh, there's so many good ones. Years ago, it was during pandemic, but I was invited to be part of a Tate McRae writing camp that I didn't end up doing because it was only over Zoom, and I had a bunch of stuff going on. But that would have been really cool. She's crushing it. She's cool. She's doing like old school dance
Yeah.
like performance and has a really interesting tone in her voice, and I think it would be fun to write something with her.
Amazing. Now let's talk about your Billboard Visionary Award.
Yeah.
This is awesome. What did that feel like?
Oh my gosh, that was great. It was such a cool way to be honored for just like this DIY thing we've been talking about for this chat, like and been doing it for so long. Like I've been doing this for a while, my way, and that just felt like, hey, you're doing good. And also like Brian Adams and Joel, like Deadmau5 coming up to present. I was just in utter shock. I was in utter shock. It was actually kind of embarrassing because they were like presenting it, and it was SiriusXM presenting it, so like they were like up there saying my name, and so I started walking up.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Go back to your seat. Go back to your seat." No, I was like, "What? Why? I thought they were presenting the award to me."
Yeah.
So I got sent back to my table in front of everyone. I'm like, and you don't see that in any of the clips, but I messed it up.
That's all good. It's all love for lights. What is going to happen for you? I know we have the tour coming, and you're going to be in our city of Montreal in the spring. What do you want people to know about you heading back out on stage and coming to like Montreal, because we love here? So.
Yeah, well, we're coming back in March, March 20th, I believe.
Yep.
And I'm excited. I love coming here for shows. I didn't bring A6 out here yet.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to show that show to Montreal, because it just feels right and it feels me, and it is nice because A6 does pull reference from a lot of my old stuff, so I'm able to integrate older stuff, especially like Little Machine stuff and the listening stuff into the show. So people who have been fans for a long time, it's a little bit of an era's experience getting to hear it all, because it all fits and it all works together with A6.
And what is your message to your Montreal fans? Because we've been your ride or dies, I think, for decades at this point.
I've lost count of how many times I've come through here, and my message would be like, don't give up on me. Like, you've stuck with me so long, and it's all worth it, because everything I do now is almost like honest, like a callback to all these things we've experienced together. I think we've all grown together and changed and evolved. We're different people, but at the same time we can look back at these memories that we have of our past experiences with music and really cherish them. So my whole body of work is, while it's new, it's still referencing all of these experiences we've had together. So it's all going to be, as time goes on, it only gets more rich.
Awesome. That's amazing. Now, I have a couple of fast fact questions for your fans here.
Okay.
So I know in the last like X amount of months, it's been all about heading off to space. Like we know Katy Perry went up there and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to know, if Lights was on a space mission, who would, like, which other 3 or 4 recording artists would be along on the ride with you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know what? We'll bring Felix just for like the cynicism of it. Bring Grimes because she's just out there already.
Yeah.
Like I think she has the craziest ideas, and she's such a cool artist. And then, I don't know who would be my like 3rd. Maybe like Tanya Tagaq, because she has such a rich perspective that's very different from everybody else's, and I would love to hear her hot takes.
That's awesome. I love this. Now, if you could have a show or a movie, like rebooted or like a TV show, or even a movie to make you like enjoy like remembering what being a teenager was, like what show would you like to have rebooted or a sequel to a movie?
Well, I used to watch that show Sister Sister all the time.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I would do that one.
That's a great show.
Let's reboot Sister Sister.
I love that. That's awesome. Now, what is always in your fridge?
Seltzers and grapes.
Nice.
Yeah, probably those 2 things, and like cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
Love
fair.
cheese.
Do you have a favorite board game?
Settlers of Catan or Magic the Gathering. It's a tabletop card game, but similar.
Awesome. And what always makes you smile? Like it's always gonna make you smile.
Oh, my kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All the time.
I feel everybody either answers their child, or if they don't have one, it's their dog.
Yeah.
So I think that's
my
like
cat also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Halloween is coming up. Favorite Halloween costume you've ever been in?
I've done a few. Actually, so this is a funny story. I grew up like really weirdly religious. Like
Okay.
I'm no longer religious in any capacity, but we weren't allowed to celebrate Halloween. So I didn't ever celebrate. And then I moved out and I was living in Toronto alone. And I had some of like my gay coworkers. I was working at Le Chateau at the time, and they were bringing me out to the clubs. And it was my first time. I think I was 19, and I was like gonna dress up and go out for the first time. And I thought it would be. I was like, I'm gonna do some niche thing. I'm gonna dress up as an unhappy camper. So I was a camper that got attacked by a bear.
Oh my God.
So I was a camper that was like bloody. It did not land. Nobody got it. Everyone's like, "What are you?" I was like, "I'm an unhappy camper," and it was like, "Oh." Okay, you know, like it just didn't land. So I that's my most memorable because it just didn't, it flopped.
Okay.
But it was my first experience and it was exciting.
That's great.
It was
That's
exciting.
all that matters. Do you have a favorite Halloween candy at this stage? Like, you probably don't eat much
Candy corn.
Oh, okay. That's solid. Okay.
People don't even give that anymore because it's super underrated, but it's so good.
Nice, that's true. And I did want to ask you too, does Lights have a go-to karaoke song?
I have a weird relationship with karaoke.
Do you?
I've only done it a couple of times, and it's hard. It's hard for me or something. I don't know why. But I think one of the only times I did it was "Killing in the Name" by Rage Against the Machine.
Okay, that's fair. That's good. Last question: do you have any advice that you'd like to give to any upcoming Canadian artists? Like, what do they need to do to be successful, like Lights has for decades?
This is an ever-changing answer because I do think it is harder now to like break through and just like the noise of everyone being out there making music. So my greatest recommendation at this point is to just make something you really love. Like be true to the style of music you enjoy. Make the music you love, and at least you like it. Even if it doesn't crush it, or even if people don't like it, you love it. And that is the most important thing. And I do think that creates authenticity, and authenticity is something that can break through with this like fake music noise that's happening right now. So just listen to music, figure out what you love, make playlists, and then make music like that because it's for you in the end.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. It's so good to see you.
So I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to tell people to hit up your website, iamlights.com, for everything. And then don't forget to check out the extended album, A6EXTENDED. And please make sure you get out there and support her on tour. She'll be here in Montreal on March the 20th at Le Studio TD. Lights!
Hey, it's Kelly Alexander, and thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Kelly Alexander Show, so you are the first in line for all the cool content coming your way.